It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. We're just moments away from the action. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion is Hill. Play action now. It's Carr. That's deep for Olave. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he will have the first down. Huge run, but enough to move the chain. In motion is Hill. On 1st down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Carr working out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field.
Previous play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Carr. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. DJ Dallas now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Murray.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Now a give, running left, it's Connor. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll go right back to Connor. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the give, this is Connor. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here to Connor. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Willie Gay with the stop. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. He's got a man. That's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. One quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. It is brought in the end zone. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Arizona.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd down, Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And that is incomplete. Marquez Valdez Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Cardinals offense, and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Saints 7.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A run here with Kamara. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. And they'll look to cash in following that blocked punt as they're going to start with 1st and goal. Now, Murray on the bootleg. Oh, yeah.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans. After this, can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now and goal. They'll try and run with Connor. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. James Conner, touchdown, Arizona. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Cardinals will take a 21-7 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Carr to the left side in the hands of Hill. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Right back to Olave. He's got it again. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Willie Gay with the stop. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. And we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Dortch now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cards offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Off he goes. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down. 15 yards to pick up. Good for a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Gonna work Connor in the middle here. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Ryman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw again is Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run it here, and it's Connor. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
3rd and goal. Murray in trouble, and down he goes.
yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Matt Prater on for the Cards. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here's Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting ready for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now the first carry of the game for Jamal Williams. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, New Orleans. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Carr working out of the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That is caught. What a throw. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Group B now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Murray with a give to Connor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? And now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
We'll try and run for this with Connor. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Second down, Murray. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Murray now on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Now Murray to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Williams now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Carr now on 2nd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's got his man. That's Olave. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Olave is the motion man. Carr now to throw on first down. That pass caught right side. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Saints first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He's got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-time TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Murray. Now he'll run it. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Play action now. It's Murray. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, 2nd and inches. Here we go. One final play. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So this one, a win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.